Sheikh Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullahi alayhi, just like Bishop Hafi, his journey to sainthood was interesting. So by profession, he was a wrestler. When we say wrestling, we don't mean like WWE. We mean like, I don't know about in other cities, but in London, there's a massive craze right now of BJJ, or Jiu-Jitsu, grappling. You should try it, it's quite good. So Junaid Baghdadi was like the champion wrestler of Baghdad. And in those days, there was always a cash prize for whoever could be the heavyweight. They were always rewarded with gold, silver and cash. So one day the people, they said, listen, Sheikh, a man has come to challenge you to wrestling. So he's like, okay, fine, no problem. So he came, he finds a frail old man with a white beard. And Junaid Baghdadi is thinking, this old elderly buzurg wants to challenge me. All right, no problem. So they're about to wrestle, and the old man whispered in his ear, said, listen, Sheikh, I'm a Sayyid. I'm a Sayyid, I'm from the lineage of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, listen, my family are suffering. If you let me win, we'll at least be able to have a little bit of money. So he says, look, for the sake of my grandfather sallallahu alaihi wasallam, please let me win so we can feed our family. So the Sheikh, he let the old man overpower him. And the people were amazed. Imagine like, for example, Khabib being battered now by some bichara, frail guy, some elderly, man in a wheelchair, for example. So then he humbled himself for the sake of the Ahlul Bayt. So then that night in his dream, either an angel or a person spoke to him and said that, you lowered yourself for the Prophet's family, so Allah Ta'ala will elevate you. So that was his lesson, that was his journey to sainthood. It's narrated about him, he used to carry a subha, like this, the zikr beads. This is permissible, by the way, yeah? Some people think that it's a bid'ah to use the subha, it's permissible. So he used to have a subha, and because of excessive use, the color changed. It changed color because he used it so much. And he said, if I could take anything with me into the cupboard, I would like to take my subha, because it was because of this that I reached my high maqam. And if you speak, obviously Hazrat will tell us as well, any of these great Sufi, awliya, the reason they attained sainthood was because of excessive dhikr. It reminds me again, Imam Hassan Basri rahmatullahi alayhi, that once he was seen, and he was known as, the Shaykh al-Islam of his time, and he was seen carrying the subha, the zikr beads. And they said, Shaykh, you've reached such a big level, and you're still holding this. And he said that I attained my rank because of this. We use this in the beginning of our seeking, we don't abandon it in the end. So just like Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullahi alayhi, because he honored the Prophet's family, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allah Ta'ala made him become a saint. And it reminds me, there was another story about Imam Abdullah ibn Mubarak.